Well, after a night like tonight, you probably should expect Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose win the title. Man, what a freaking night, huh? Give me a second, guys. I'll give you a picture to look at one moment here. What? What the? Man, no, no way. Are you kidding me? Dean Ambrose just turned heel tonight after all this shit that went on tonight. The crowd's stunned. I'm stunned. You really would do something like this? Oh man. Oh man, dude. Are you kidding me? The Dirty Deeds, and they're tag team titles now. Seth Rollins saying it's okay. Oh no, he's just beating the shit out of him, man. Dude, what am I watching? Dude, man, dude, holy shit. I can't believe that, man. We're not at. I guess we're in overtime, aren't we? Get that show going after this about the Evolution pay per view, but god damn, dude, god damn. Man, dude, I can't believe that Dean Ambrose turned heel after a title change. Has that ever happened before, man? Like, has Jesus, man? Did I pick a historic night in Raw to first live stream on my channel here? I don't give a shit. There's one of you watching. I don't give a shit. There's 100 of you watching. I'm just glad that I'm I'm doing this on a historic night. This is definitely 100% a historic night, and not only Raw but WWE, 110%. He asked for it. Dirty deeds on the concrete. He must be saying a lot of shit, or the fans are saying a lot of shit, because they keep muting out the audio on their cameras, man. God damn, dude. What am I watching, dude? What the hell am I watching? People are yelling, get out of here. Even the crowd's like, on this night? On this night? Holy shit, man. What a fucking night. What a fucking night. Well, if you're tuning in, how's it going, everybody? It's first live stream here. Man. Do we have a lot to go over and cover here, man? Holy shit. Alright. Well, we just watched the end of it. We just caught the last of it here in the live stream. We just caught the Shield, or what the two men of the Shield so far that left in it, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. They just won the Raw Tag Team titles from Ziggler and McIntyre, and then Dean Ambrose just turned heel on Seth Rollins. After tonight, we found out real life story that Roman Reigns has leukemia. And there's so many twists and fucking turns going on right now, man. I don't even know where to how to begin, man. Man, I have a whole bunch of notes here, man, but I mean, kind of want to stay on the subject while it's fresh. Just Dean Ambrose. Yeah, everyone. I'm checking Twitter. I'm checking a couple different other podcasts and Instagram and the whole 9 yards, man. It's just everyone's just like, why? Obviously, storyline. Um, would this would have happened if Roman Reigns? You know, was this already going to happen if Roman Reigns didn't announce his announcement about him having leukemia? You know. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. I can't believe what we just saw this whole night, you know. Jeez. It's just nuts, you know? We got a couple of you watching here, so how's it going, everyone who is watching? Appreciate you sticking around. My name is Jordan, like I said. I have there's a new channel for me here. I do have a music channel. I think links are probably in the cards up top there on the right. But I have been a wrestling fan for nearly 20 years, just about, and I've been wanting to do a channel like this on YouTube for a long time, and just life got in the way, and I never really just sat down and, just did it. And I finally just said, fuck it, I'm going to do it finally. And here we are, starting off slow, gonna have a couple subs here, and a couple views here, but you gotta start somewhere, and I hope to come back here in months from now or years from now, and just look back on this and think, I started my live stream, my first live stream on a historic WWE night. So, feel free to chat. My links are in the description here. Man, dude, I'm like speechless after tonight, man. Just so fucking speechless. So speechless. What do we have on now? I have the USA Network pulled up on my other screen here. And the Falcons beat the Giants, in case you're all wondering. Doesn't really affect me. I'm an AFC guy, so. Yeah, in case you guys notice, this is really relaxed, lenient live stream. I'm not making it like a real super duper official. I'm just kind of up here just chatting with you. I know there's a lot of people watching. A lot of people podcasting now, live streaming. So you do join. Thank you for joining and thanks for listening here. Just gonna relax. Just gonna have a fun time here. Gonna talk about wrestling. Don't know how long I'll be up here for. Um, where is your hair? That's a good fucking question. I don't know where the hell my hair is at. Ran away in 2012. Uh, man. Man, what a night. I think tonight's one of those nights where we look back on and, we're just going to look back on and just think what a historic night this was. There are a couple nights where I look back on Raw from the last 20 years and be like, that's a historic night. I remember that Raw. Like, I knew where it was at. This Raw right here is one of those Raws where I'm going to look back on 20 years from now, like, I know where I was at. And it's kind of weird because the Raw the last couple weeks have had one of the shittiest ratings, um, in years. I think they had the shittiest rating 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I think I couldn't tell you. I think it was the Go Home show to the Super Showdown in Australia. Um, but you know, somehow took it 180 degrees, obviously for the wrong reasons. But nevertheless, it was a historic show. I'm gonna go my notes here real quick. The show starts out, and I actually wasn't home for the first 5 minutes. My girlfriend and I actually went to get food, and I said, she's like, "Don't get back by 8 o'clock to watch the show." I'm like, "Yeah, don't worry about it." Usually the first 10, 15 minutes just boring ass promos and all that, And I was like, "Don't worry about it." So we get home. It's 8:05. I flip it on. I see Roman Reigns in the ring, street clothes, a golden chain on, and he's talking really somber, really quiet. And I said to my girlfriend, I was like, "We just missed something huge. I don't know what we missed, but we missed something here." And then I actually went to my favorite podcaster, who's Greg Morgan of Good Micro Commentaries here. I shot him a couple times on Twitter here. I actually looked on his stream to see what the hell's going on, and I just see the first word I saw was leukemia. I'm like, no fucking way, man. No way. And then Roman Reigns mentions I had leukemia before, 11 years ago, and I was like, mouth drop, mind blown. Probably like everybody else's. Everyone else is, I mean, I don't know. I feel so horrible. That hit me in the gut so hard. It hit me hard with the whole thing. And I said to my girlfriend, I was like, I haven't been like this upset in real life situations in wrestling probably since like when Eddie died. Eddie Guerrero died in 2005. And thankfully, Roman Reigns, it didn't sound like, it was like a life or death thing. It just sounded like, I have leukemia, it's back, I need to take care of it now before it gets worse. And I said to my girlfriend that WWE has some of the best doctors, probably on the planet. Probably best people to take care of your body, nutritionists, doctors, physical trainers. I'm sure they have all of that. I mean, Christ, they saved Jerry Lawler's life on national television about, what was it, 6 years ago, last month. They saved his life on television. He had a heart attack on television. So I don't know if Roman Reigns found this out through a personal doctor or he went to the doctors in WWE for this. I have no idea. I'm sure we'll get more details as we move along here. But anyways, my point is that WWE has some of the best doctors in the world, and so I hope the combination of all of that, you know, you know, might have saved his life. You know, it could save his life, and I pray to God above, man, that we don't experience anything catastrophic in a year from now. Like, I pray to God above that we just don't hear anything so horrible Roman Reigns about, he's on the verge of death and all that. And I hope to God that really does not happen here. So, you know, that's life, man. People get sick, people die, and I get that. But it's weird in the wrestling world, Here's something like this in the wrestling world. Hearing a wrestler have something like this, um, while they're in the prime, at their peak on the roster, that's almost unheard of. You hear whole times people get sick when they retire, um, or late in their life, they get older. People get sick, people get cancer, you know, unfortunately suicide, and all that. But something like this during a while on the main roster, man, is just kind of almost, I guess unheard of is not the right word, but it's not very common. And I really hope that he gets all the help he needs, and he feels better, and he gets better, and you know, probably in a year's time, probably take that long, he'll come back and be 100%, and his whole leukemia will be gone, man. You know, and people, I mean, it pissed me off. People are like, "This is all work." I'm like, "It's not a fucking work, man." Do you really think in 2018 WWE would come out with a storyline for leukemia? And right now they're sponsoring um, the Susan Komen Cancer Foundation for breast cancer. Do you really think they would, cross all that in a storyline, man? If you think for 1 second it's a storyline, you're out of your fucking mind. There's no way. That's not a storyline. And all the things people. How am I watching? Sorry. Sidetrack. I saw the USA up on my TV here. And all the people that made death threats for Roman Reigns, man, I hope you fucking feel proud of yourself, because this man now is actually sick, and this something could potentially, God forbid, take his life. You know, so I wish death threats. It's kind of one of those things where you be careful what you wish for, type thing. Um, but obviously, no one wished leukemia on Roman Reigns. At least I hope not. But anyways, I just hope Roman Reigns gets better. It's ashamed. I feel horrible as a human being from a human being. No one wants to see that. Anybody, he has a family, has a wife. He's in his prime right now, guys. He's in his fucking prime right now. So it's a shame. It's a shame. So from that, now moving forward, Roman Reigns out of the picture. You saw the Shield, or I guess now, how could I fucking forget? We just saw the Shield, implode themselves. Dean Ambrose turned heel and took out Seth Rollins as a tag team titles, together. Um, moving forward, I guess, the Shield's broken up for now, which is, I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not really sure if this Shield needs to be broken up during this hard time with, Roman being out or not. I don't know what's the right or wrong answer to that, but it seems like they're broken up for now. But moving forward, now the Universal title is vacant, and we all kind of saw this coming. Now the title is up for grabs, and the winner of the Braun Strowman match and the Brock Lesnar match, will win the title, will win the Universal title, which at the unnamed venue of Crown Jewel. I don't know if it's in Saudi Arabia or moving back to the USA. No one knows yet, I don't think. I don't know, man. It's a really weird clusterfuck right now in WWE. I'm not sponsored by Mountain Dew, but Mountain Dew wants to sponsor me. I'm in the Twitter's in the DMs, man. Man, I just can't believe this night. Can't believe this whole fucking last 3 hours and 20 minutes of watching wrestling. Shocked. Well, moving forward, I guess Roman Reigns, Get better, man. You know that hit me in the gut hard. I felt horrible. You know, get better, man. Just get better, and hopefully we'll see you soon in the next year or so. Um, moving forward here, we moved right into Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor, and man, I kind of say I fucking hate Leo Rush. I literally when I saw him come out, I literally muted my TV. I muted my TV because I didn't want to hear him say Lashley, Lashley for fucking 10 minutes, man. I rather listen to old people bang next fucking door, man. To listen to that bullshit all fucking night. I just can't do it, man. Which is he's part playing his part right then. If I can't fucking stand him, you know. But anyways, I didn't really watch it because I was still just taken back by the whole Roman Reigns situation here, and I didn't really watch it. But the only thing I do remember is that Finn Balor had a roll up and won, and Lashley looks all surprised and looks all pissed off and all that. So I don't know if that starts a feud with those two or not. I don't know. Um, I could see it. I don't think it'd be a very good one though, because I love Finn Balor, man. I think he's just a waste of talent. I think he needs to be in a world title picture right now. You know, and well, much in that section in there. I think everyone was still kind of like deflated from the whole thing. I remember the crowd just not really bopping hard. You know, just kind of like, whatever. But nevertheless, Balor wins, and that's all I remember from that, man. I'm still just mesmerized by the whole Roman Reigns situation, man. I think the whole crowd was too. But then and then next was the Sasha Banks, comes out with Natalia and Bailey, and then they fought the Riot Squad, and I think it's the first time we saw Sasha wrestle on Raw in like I don't know, man, months. I'm pretty sure in months. Um, and there was rumors of her going around saying that she was pregnant or she was going through a divorce. I heard that one. I don't know. I think she was hurt. Really, I think she was. I don't know what she was hurt with, but I'm pretty sure she was hurt. But we saw Sasha Banks come out. She fought, I think, Ruby Riott, I believe. Sasha lost. She's kind of buried there now. I guess you want to call her burial. And I don't. Is she in a battle royal for the Evolution pay per view? Does anyone know? Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't see her advertised as the Battle Royal. She may advertise as a show. I mean, Sasha Banks is one of the very few women in the last 5-6 years that was like one of the main leaders for this whole women's revolution thing. Her, Becky, Paul. I could put Bailey in there, and definitely Charlotte in there too. I just don't know if she's advertised. I mean, she has to be, right? She has to. She has to be in there. I'm saying she's in there. And if she's not, get her ass in there because she deserves to be on that show and that card at least. Um, Again, not much there in that match. Nothing really came out of it. Just kind of this ongoing feud of the Riot Squad for the last how long now, What am I watching here? It's a short excerpt of this Revolution thing. Anyways, I'm gonna miss Evolution, guys. I was gonna live stream during it, but I actually am scheduled to work on Sunday night. Pardon me. I work Sunday night. I thought I was gonna get off for Sunday and be up here to watch it with you guys and all of that, but unfortunately, I actually had an uncle pass away the other day, and his funeral's tomorrow. Back in my hometown here, so I had to switch time and days to get the funeral off. So I had to work Sunday now. So I'll be up here probably early Monday morning watching it with you guys, but reviewing it. Definitely won't be live streaming it, but I definitely will be reviewing it with you guys here. Anyway, it's just a program that I guess. What do we have here now? All right, so then they advertised the whole DX coming out and talking, and then right after that, they had the same Undertaker and Kane promo from last week. I'm like, Are you kidding me, man? You're gonna rinse and recycle this fucking promo. Couldn't you do something else? You know, are you gonna play this again next week too? You know, the fans be like, Jesus, how many times did we see this shit? You know, little did I know it was no one coming, but I'll get there. But then, anyways, commercial, top of the hour. It's 9 o'clock. DX comes out. Um, I really don't know what they said, to be honest with you. I'm thinking it was a typical, D Generation X is gonna come out and kick, the Brother Destruction ass. Shawn Michaels, coming out of retirement. Might add too that Shawn Michaels coming out of retirement. I don't feel the excitement for it as I should. I feel like I should be way more excited for Shawn Michaels coming out of retirement for this. And I think the reason why I'm not so excited for it is because I I guess the whole crown jewel situation, if they're going to be in Saudi Arabia or they're going to be in America, I don't think WWE is hyping it up like they want to. I guess. I mean, it's being shoved in our faces, but I don't think they're hyping it as much as I think they want to, because they're not really sure what to do with this whole crown jewel situation. I don't know if they know, what's going to happen. So I think they're afraid to hype it up more than they already have. I mean, definitely mentioned a couple of times tonight, but they did not mention it a lot at all. Obviously, because the Evolution's coming up Sunday, but I thought they'd still advertise the living shit out of that, and they really didn't. But anyways, I want to be excited for Shawn Michaels coming out of retirement, and I am. Like me personally, I'm actually excited, but I guess just not as excited as I thought it would be for Shawn Michaels coming out of retirement. So, I don't know, man. We'll have to see, I guess. But anyways, they come out, they talk, they chatter. I was just downstairs doing laundry. I thought I'd be back up in time for it, but I wasn't, so I don't think I really missed too much. Um, but literally, as I turned the corner, go to my living room, I heard the Undertaker's gong go off, and I thought, "There's no way they're out there." But then I thought, "Well, it's top of the hour, so maybe." But I would think they would save it for the go home show, which I believe is next week. Um, so, anyways, another promo comes up. I'm like, Jesus, if it's the same fucking promo we just saw 10, 15 minutes prior, I'm gonna be pissed. But no, it was Kane and Undertaker. They're in a graveyard. Typical Undertaker Kane promo shit. You know, um, they buried DX or whatever else. And they said something along the lines of like, your first match back is your last match ever, or something like that. Just typical Undertaker Kane bullshit stuff. And then what I noticed was, my first thought was, is this a buried alive match? Because I saw the shovel and they were, that's how Undertaker, when he fought Vince McMahon at Survivor Series 03, that's how he built the match, was um, that same promo in the graveyard. So I thought, there's no way it's going to be a buried alive match. And it's not, but I really thought for a split second there they were going with a buried alive match. And, but I don't think there was never. How the hell would they have done that? They're going to bury Shawn Michaels and Triple H in the same grave. I mean, obviously they wouldn't have won because I don't think Undertaker's ever won a buried alive match in his own damn match. But how would they bury two people in one? Do they have two separate graves, or will they have just one grave for two people? I don't know. So, but anyways, that was it. There was not much build on that. I'm sure we'll see Taker and Kane next week on Raw. I'm sure at the end of the segment next week, or I'm sorry, at the end of the show, last segment next week, and I'm sure we'll get a tombstone, the Sweet Chin music, and a pedigree and all that. So, other than that, not much really happened with that here. Moving on, we watched the Roman Reigns announcement, and actually, I want to point out too, this was the first time I saw the whole promo, what he said. I didn't watch it. Again, like I said earlier, I was actually out at my house. I was actually getting dinner for the show. And I missed the whole I missed it. The only last part I saw was I was suffering leukemia for 11 years. I obviously, again, was mind blown. So then, it was the first time I saw it, and I was just as mesmerized the second time watching it. So I watched the whole thing, and he said, his real name was Joe, And I was like, oh my god, man, you know, this is serious. If he's mentioning his real name, this is serious. So, but anyways, we watched it. Um, I'm just still mesmerized, guys. I'm so upset about the whole thing. Just so upset about it, man. You know, just so upset about it. Don't want to see that happen to another human being. Um, I don't know he's coming back. He's gonna be back in 6 months, a year, two. I think that'd be too long. I mean, I never experienced anything like that in my life. I don't know anyone who experienced anything like that, so I really don't know how long it's gonna take. I'm assuming the general probably consensus is hopefully he's not gone too long, but hopefully he gets better soon too. But I don't know how long that all that you know remission and chemo. I'm assuming I don't know how long it takes. Um, I'm not really informed with all that cancer stuff, unfortunately. But I hope he's better, and I hope he gets better. Um, anyways, moving on. Then after that, after we watched the whole replay, they announced the Universal title will be on the line at Crown Jewel. Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar, and I immediately said I don't know if I like that or not because I think it's just me overthinking it. But you know, you're taking two real life situations and putting them in one, and I don't know if I like that. I don't know if it's like controversial. I don't know if that's me overthinking it. But think of it this way: Crown Jewel right now is like almost in a shithole, if you will. With the whole Saudi Arabia thing going on over there, with killing that journalist over there, and everyone telling WWE to back out. So you have that as a chip. Weird. You have that as a chip on WWE's shoulder with the whole Saudi Arabia thing. That's one. That's one real life thing. And then on the other hand, your main event now is a one-on-one against Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. And the reason why that match is happening is because Roman Reigns, real life thing number two, has leukemia. For some reason, these two real life situations, putting in one, to me, I don't know if that's like a bad thing. I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't know. They both have really really bad qualities, in their own aspects. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what's what. Um, I don't know. I might be overthinking it. I might be just be just probably just overthinking it, I guess. But I guess how I looked at it as that's the first thing I thought, and I don't know if anyone else thought that. I thought if anything, um, maybe have a number one contenders match, but then you also have the World Cup tournament thing for a number one contender. So take a number one contender for one show, number two contender for another show, or have those two fight and then later in the card. You know, I don't know. I don't know. So, anyways, I got a couple you're watching here. How's it going, guys? Hit that like button, subscribe, man. I really want to do this for a while. I really like doing this. I did the first video and I had a pretty good response. Not a lot of views, but I had a pretty good response on social media. So I'm pretty happy so far with my first video. Again, I'm doing this right now. I guess on a historic night, my first live stream on a historic night, man. I don't know. It's not really a historic night for a good reason either, but nonetheless, it's a historic night. So, anyways, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I will be up here every week. And hopefully the channel just grow and grow a little more. Not necessary, but it's helpful. I left the PayPal button in my description here. I do not get any ad revenue yet. I cannot receive any super chats yet because I'm at 1,000 subs and I don't even have remotely anywhere close to 4,000 hours in the last 12 months. So anything helps. I love to do this more often here. I also have a music channel here on YouTube, J Clark Music. I do covers, I do originals, I take other songs and put them in metal versions. I recently did a Baby Shark one. My channel for that, the link for that is in the cards up in the right hand corner here. Um, Join the fun. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes I'm away for a while. Sometimes I'm here for my music channel. But for wrestling, I will be here every Monday and Tuesday, reviewing Raw and SmackDown until I don't want to do anymore. I just find out, 6 months from now, no one watches. So we'll see what happens, I guess. Anyways, like and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. As you can tell, I'm not the most animated person, but I do discuss. I do discuss a lot of stuff going on in wrestling, man. Watching for a very long time here. Oh man. So yeah, man. What a night. Moving on. Paul Heyman comes out, and immediately says some nice remarks about Roman Reigns, and he really stood out and represented the wrestling world very well. He came out and said, people outside of our world, if there's one guy to point to be our leader, be the guy to represent us, it's Roman Reigns. And obviously tomorrow, the his news is out all over the place, but really tomorrow, that news of him with having leukemia is going to be all over the world. So eyes will be on WWE and Roman Reigns for probably a little bit. Paul made a really good point about, you know, he's the guy to lead it, and I know it's kind of like a lot of people. I'd be hypocrite, the fans would be hypocrite, be like, oh yeah, he's a leader for us. I love Roman Reigns, and and those same people are the ones that said, I hope he dies, and I hope, he never gets pushed. I hope he gets hurt, and it's like, man, this guy's a human being. You're wishing death threats on a wrestler, who you don't like. What the fuck is wrong with you? But anyways, he says Paul Heyman said some nice words about him, and then just very like casually went into the whole promo of Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman, and then Braun Strowman comes out and just over screamed his mic. It was all distorted and shit. I love Braun, man. He yells so loud that he makes that microphone in the audio world. It's called clipping, but in layman's terms, he just, it's so distorted and so like muffled. It's like if I put my mouth over this mic, that's what it sounds like sometimes. But comes out just yells at Braun. Braun Strowman just yells at Paul Heyman. Typical fat Braun Strowman form, and then turns around and then gets kicked in the fucking face by Drew McIntyre with a claymore. And that was it for Braun Strowman. It's always fun tonight. No matches, no nothing. Which I'm a little surprised about. I thought we'd see some little more than that. But anyways, we move into Elias. He's in the middle of the ring, and then he's about to sing a song, and then I think it was Apollo Crews. Why wouldn't it be Apollo Crews? I can't remember. I think actually during this, I was trying to get my live, I was trying to get my live stream set up so I can just go when the show was over. But he beats him 1, 2, 3, and then we cut to commercial, and then Kurt Angle comes back, or we have a promo from Kurt Angle about Crown Jewel, and he lists every single opponent in the Crown Jewel tournament. I still don't know what the hell the name of that thing is, man. I said that in my last video. I don't know what the hell the thing was named. But anyways, he mentions every single opponent he had history with, and that was pretty cool because I didn't realize that he had history with all of them, and he really does. He had history with all of them. But I guess they're all from the same era. I grew up watching them. So, anyways, pretty cool from Kurt Angle. I'm sure we'll see him next week on Raw on the Go Home show for Crown Jewel, wherever the hell that is. Still TBA. Well, yeah, it was pretty cool. And then we get JoJo saying once again Elias, and then I just lost it. I'm like, this guy is awesome. I love Elias, man. He's from Pittsburgh, and in case you guys can't tell back here, I don't live very far from Pittsburgh, guys. So anyone from Pittsburgh who's a wrestler, like Kurt Angle, Corey Graves, Elias, they're one of my favorites, So anyways, he comes out, starts singing again. Baron Corbin, the acting general manager of Raw, shows up, and tries to kick him off, and Elias just gives him shit for it. And then Baron Corbin tries to kick him out, and then Elias, starts trying to leave, and then just beats the shit out with the guitar with one hit, and that reminds me of Jeff Jarrett in WCW like 15, it was longer, she was longer than that, like 20 years ago, when he just like hit Beetlejuice over the head with the guitar in WCW backstage. I don't know if anyone who's watching that remembers that or is old enough for that, but I remember that. I've never seen clips of that. Man, that reminded me immediately when Elias hit him with that. So, anyways, the next moving on was the women's contract signing. I didn't see it. Again, I was kind of working on YouTube, kind of um, just moved away from that. I just really wasn't paying attention to it. I'm sure Ronda came out and said some words. I don't think there was any altercation. I think there were some words there, but typical contract signing. No one got power slammed through a table. I don't think. If they did, I feel like an idiot because I didn't see it. But anyways, typical woman contract signing. I guess I think it's the first one. I don't want you to say typical because I don't think we've had one before. Thinking about it, maybe Trish and Lita. Maybe I can't remember that far back. But that match is going to happen. I believe it's probably the main event. Maybe at the Evolution. Maybe Charlotte and Becky will main event. I don't know. I bet you Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella will because they're both their names are iconic and it's all over the place. Their names are all over the place. They're both huge in the sports world. So that'll probably be main event. I'm sure they'll make some people happy. I mean, I don't give a shit, but I'm sure other people will throw a fucking fit about on Twitter later. Moving on, we had Big Lip Charlie Caruso interview Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, and she goes over, asking them how what they're feeling tonight and how they're hanging there basically, and they both said there are no words, and it was a real life interview, man. I'm sure they ad-libbed the whole thing. I'm sure they got off the script. It is. There are no words, man. What do you say in a WWE event, that we're so used to of coming out promo and like just cliche kid stuff that we see nowadays, and then we get this random Raw where he says Roman Reigns has leukemia and it's back, and I don't think anyone knew about it. How do you respond to that? There are no words. There are no words, and I think that's probably the mindset or the thought one had. There are no words for it. The only thing you do is just hope that Roman Reigns gets better and he comes back like nothing ever happened. So I like that. There are no words. It's just a shame. Guys, I can't believe it, man. I just cannot believe. I can't believe, man. I can't believe that, man. Just I'm mind blown. I feel horrible, and my mind just blown from it. So. Oh my man, just trying to check some stuff here real quick, guys. I thought we froze for a second. So if you're watching, hang in there with me. Just kind of do some stuff real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Here, just want to check some stuff here real quick, okay? Alright, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. Just had to do some things here just to make sure we're all good. Shameless plug a little bit, you know. Get my name out there somehow. You know, if you're watching, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. We left off with, I guess the last couple of things. There wasn't much show left, but I guess a couple of things I'll review here was there was a backstage segment with Lita and Trish Stratus. You know, I thought they'd be in a ring. You know, you think those two would be in a ring. You know, the go home show for Evolution. Whatever. I think it was Big Lip Charlie Caruso again interviewing. I could be wrong. You know, they interviewed them, and then out of nowhere, Alicia Fox, for some reason, I don't know why, I can't stand Alicia Fox. I never have, and I don't know why everyone seems to like her. I don't. I don't know. There's no reason for it. I just don't like her. But anyway, she comes over, says some shit to them, I guess, and then walks away, and out of nowhere comes Mickie James and Alicia Fox beating the holy fuck out of Trish and Lita. And then Trish and Lita run off, and then Alicia Fox tells I think it was Charlie to come back and you know, I'm gonna say a couple words to you. And then I'll know where Trish and Lita could beat the shit out of them too. So anyways, you know, my first thought was, where the hell was Alexa? Was she hurt tonight again? You know, are they teasing Alicia Fox and Mickie James versus those two? You know, is she okay? Is she still there? You know, I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna find out the next couple of days here. And I'm going backwards here, but we also had a Fatal 4-Way. Was this the first women's Fatal 4-Way on Raw live? There has to be like there had to be one more. There has to be. But anyways, Ember Moon wins. I think she pinned. I thought it was Naya actually. I think she pinned Naya. I could be completely 100% wrong, but I thought so. But anyways, just kind of leads an Evolution thing. That was the last thing we saw the women's for the Evolution show. I was kind of disappointed to the build-up of Evolution. I know the show had some historic value with the whole Roman Reigns thing and the tag team titles, but I just thought they would do a little more with the women tonight. Whatever, I guess. So we'll see what happens Sunday Evolution, which I will have a prediction video for that next couple of days. I'll probably imagine Thursday or Friday here. And then lastly was, you know, was the tag titles. You know, what more can I say about that? You know, it was a pretty good match for the most part. We all kind of expect Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins to win. After this whole, you know, unfortunate situation with Roman Reigns. And then I actually wasn't paying attention. I was, again, trying to get this up. You can see my raw reaction beginning of this video. What happens next? Dean Ambrose turned heel on Seth Rollins after they just won tag titles. No one saw it coming. Everyone kind of thought, why? You know, again, another shock kind of value, you know. So what does that go to? I guess that kind of leaves like a cliffhanger for next week's Raw, you know. You know, because we're not going to see the men much in the next week, probably, because of the whole Evolution thing coming up. So that leaves us wondering for the next while what's going to happen next. You know, I couldn't believe it either. This whole night, I couldn't believe it, man. I just kept saying to my girlfriend who was watching with me, I said, you know, I can't believe it, man. Just can't believe what all this stuff happened with Roman Reigns and the Shield, winning the title and the whole heel turn, you know. Man, this sucks. Sucks bad. You know, you never want to wish anything upon anybody bad. You know, you just don't. You know, no matter how much you hate them, you just don't. If you're a human being, you don't wish poorly that bad upon people. And the fact there are wrestling fans out there who I breathe the same fucking air as, who wish death upon Roman Reigns, you know, and John Cena sometimes, they wish death upon him. And now that Roman Reigns has leukemia and he's sick, you know, I hope you people fucking feel good about yourselves, man, because people should be fucking ashamed, man. Should be ashamed of yourselves. what do you say? Like I said before, what Seth Rollins and Dan Ambrose said in the interview, there are no words, man. There are no words. And I'm not really sure where they go from here. Where's the Shield go? Now Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins are the Raw tag team title holders now, and now they're against each other. What do you do? And you guys heard Seth Rollins say it's okay, like as if Dean Ambrose was, losing his mind for a minute, and Seth Rollins like, it's okay, man, snap out of it, you're okay. And then Dean just beats a shit out of him, puts him out the ring, and there he beats him on the concrete, pulls the apron up, just man. This Raw, I might be over exaggerating, but this Raw, has is going to have some historic meaning behind it. You know, I, you know, hmm, how do I put this without offending people? I don't want to offend anybody, but will this bring ratings in for everybody? For Raw, for SmackDown too? Will this bring ratings in? Roman Reigns having leukemia. I mean, I don't want to think it like that because that's not how it should be by any means. But you have to be realistic. People want to wonder about it. People want to know what happened to the Shield, what's happened to Roman Reigns. People are going to tune in. People want to know. But I guess I never thought it would come down to how they get ratings from a real life situation. So I don't know, guys. It's a shame. I feel so bad for the whole thing. Um, I hope Roman gets better, man. Hope he comes back in the next soon. I don't know what the time frame is. Again, like I said earlier, I don't know any basic. I don't know anything really about leukemia or anything like that, man. I don't know anything about it. I just hope he comes back healthy and he comes back better, and I hope that it doesn't return. It sounds like a second. It sounds like a second time to return now, and I hope it doesn't come back a third time. Hope he beats it and it never comes back. So, something else we need to go over here. A couple people watching again. How's it going, everybody? New channel here, YouTube. Please subscribe. I'm not really animated tonight. I got my girlfriend sitting next room over here. It can't be too loud. But I'm usually pretty damn loud. I'm usually pretty obnoxious, but can't be tonight. But I did go over the show here. We're going about almost an hour now, man. I can't actually believe that. Subscribe and like the video here. We're just chilling out, man. This is just chill out channel. We're just gonna hang out for a while. Just gonna hang. I'm just a relaxed channel, man. There's really no like guidelines. There's no anything. We're just gonna here talk wrestling, And I rely a lot on my videos in the chat here, so people want to talk and want to interact. I'd be watching the chat. We talk about anything you guys want to. I'm over here for a little bit here. But that was it, man. The whole show. If we didn't have what we had tonight, it would honestly been an average show. But since we had what we had tonight, man, historic value. It's in the books, man. It's in the books. But I give the show probably a solid B. It was a pretty good show for the most part. It was actually pretty good matches, pretty good angles. It was a pretty good show, I thought. It was one of the better Raws I've had in a while. And I take a lot of emotional effect into matter of that too. And I hate to, put Roman Reigns in a situation as a factor on the show's ratings. But I put it as a factor as how I felt about the whole thing like the whole show in general here. So pretty solid show, man. It was pretty. I liked it. Will they carry kind of this momentum on for a while? Or they just kind of move on from it and keep it in, keep it relevant. But they're just gonna move on from it. We'll have to see, man. Raw was interesting, definitely interesting. And I actually, for the first time in a very long time, I am looking forward to tomorrow's. Sorry, not tomorrow. Next week's Raw. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Nothing could happen. It could just be another shitty ass show next week. I'm looking forward to it nevertheless, and I'll be here for it. I think. We'll see. we'll see what happens. Tomorrow's SmackDown. Um, Again, we're kind of going to be kind of building to the Evolution maybe for the woman. Got Bleacher Report messaging me about the whole thing. Yeah, everyone's just tweeting about the whole Roman Reigns situation, man. Might be getting off here soon, guys. Just kind of looking here. I just want to come up here. Honestly, this is kind of like a test run for the live streams. I'm really keen with them yet. I'm trying to do my other channel with the music channel here. I have kind of a test run here. It's not perfect by any means, obviously, but I'm trying to keep it a theme here. So hopefully everyone will be watching here. You know, get a good decent crowd in. There could be 3 of you in here, and I would be happy about it, man. I just want to talk to someone with wrestling. You know, just review and talk. You know, but SmackDown's on tomorrow. I'll be watching that. I'll be watching it for sure. I'll probably live stream afterwards too. So if you want to, know I'm coming up here, follow me on Twitter. You know, subscribe and put that notification bell on. I'll definitely be up reviewing it live again. And then for the rest of the week here, I will be putting an Evolution review video in. I probably put a Crown Jewel situation video in. We have to be getting some sort of news about that, man. You just can't let this hang for another week, and come Thursday find out. Man, we have to know by next Monday where we're going. They're going to Saudi Arabia, which I'm assuming they're still going there. Or are we moving it? Are they secretly moving it here? They kept the Roman Reigns leukemia situation hidden pretty damn well. I would imagine if they're going to move somewhere or something historic happens with this whole Crown Jewel thing, we'll keep that pretty damn quiet too. So we'll have to see. But I'll make a video about that here in the next couple of days. I do work 45 hours a week, man. So sometimes coming up here is hard. But I try my hardest coming up here. I try so hard to make sure I have a video up here religiously. But it's probably for me, guys. Appreciate if you guys watched tonight. We'll see what happens in the next couple of days here. I'll be on tomorrow night for SmackDown. So please subscribe. I'm already tired, man. Please like the video. Please subscribe. I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here every week. Until then, guys, take care.